Sanders grinned, the smile splitting his face from ear to ear as he looked over at Riff. I got her. Riff turned and his eyebrows shot up. Got her what? He tapped his head. I just contacted her telepathically. She's here. Where is here? Riff asked, walking closer. Where can we get her? He closed his eyes, struggling with the reception. Where are you? Let me know so we can come and get you. In a hotel. What hotel? And again the message was garbled. He frowned at that, looking over at Riff. I'm getting really shitty reception here. Riff shook his head. You do know that there isn't great reception when drugs are involved, as in this case, yours and likely hers. Any drugging of Ania may be messing things up. If you tell me what telepathic wave she's on, I could join the conversation. Sanders blinked at Riff, not understanding any part of what he'd asked. Riff waved his hand. Never mind. Just work on where she is so we can go pick her up. Sanders sent back another message. Where are you? I need to find you. He winced because she was screaming in his ear. Sanders! Sanders! Where are you? Where are you? And then came silence. He swore and looked over at Riff. Whether it's drugs or not, I just lost her. Fascinated, Riff half smiled and nodded. This isn't like a phone communication. You won't just drop a call. That isn't how telepathy works. Sanders stared at him, his lips twitching. You may say that, but it's what it feels like right now. That's because something is going on between you guys, whether it's her end or yours. Whatever it is, some weakness is causing this disconnect. You need to deal with that in order to reconnect with her. That's what I meant. Uh-huh. Riff just shook his head and headed back to doing whatever he was doing. Let me know if you reconnect. Sanders remained in the same position for the next hour, trying to connect to Ania again. Meanwhile, Riff was using his telepathy to connect with Turk as he searched the ethers for hotel rooms, inns, and other places, looking for her, but all of that had been for naught. According to Turk, we don't have anybody in the city registered as Ania, at least so far. They've got another couple hundred rooms for hire to check out, he added with an eye roll. Yet she won't be using her real name anywhere, though, so chances are she'll be at a dive where they really don't care, as long as she pays in cash. Right, and those are the first places we should be checking on foot, with her photo to prod their memory. Riff nodded. You just connect with her again. We need her to tell us more, and an address would be a great start. That's what Sanders had been attempting to do. Finally, he got up in frustration and grumbled. It's just not working. I hate to tell you, but you're trying too hard. Sanders turned and frowned at him. Didn't you just tell me to try? I did, but I guess you don't have much training with this, do you? No, I don't have any training at this at all. I tried to tell the bloody Russian government that, but they didn't care. They figured they had something special in me and didn't want to hear that I wasn't that special. Special enough was okay for those morons. Riff's lips twitched at that. You're definitely special, he replied, and with a little bit of training you'll probably be damn wicked. However, at the moment you're still sick and weak and your system is fighting everything. His words may have been harsh, but his tone was nothing but kind. So that little bit that you're managing to do is pretty impressive. Huh? Yeah. I would suggest you cut yourself some slack and realize that this is a huge breakthrough and that we will find her. We also have a tracker on the team, Langdon. He's searching for Ania too, by her energy signature. So right now, while everybody else is doing all their shit, I'll go crash. We need not all be exhausted. With that said, he got up and walked over to his bed and threw himself down. As far as Sanders could see, Riff was asleep almost immediately. Yet Sanders knew that sleep would be completely impossible for him. What he could do, though, was lie down and send Ania messages of love and connection and joy. He felt confident that he could send these emotions, even if he couldn't speak telepathically with her. When she got these energies, they would let her know that she wasn't alone. Then maybe she could reconnect, or could find that same vibration that they had before. Maybe she would recognize this transmission for what it was. Sanders hated to admit it, but this was starting to sound a little sappily like real love, not just a connection with somebody who was in trouble. That's what he'd always chalked it up to before, just a connection between two people who maybe, just maybe, cared about each other. At least he hoped so. It would really suck if all the caring was just on his side.